Hi, and thanks again for downloading the Business Valuation Worksheet. My name is Pablo Fonseca, and I'm the principal business broker with 1-800 Business Broker here in Southern California. I want to make this quick little video to show you how to best utilize the Business Valuation Worksheet to help you determine a range for the value of your business. So, just very quickly, the business valuation is generally pretty easy to explain. You take your adjusted net earnings or your discretionary earnings and you multiply those by an industry-specific multiple. And so what you're going to need are to gather your tax statement or an income statement and this valuation workbook that I emailed to you. And the valuation workbook is going to be, it's an Excel worksheet that will help you itemize your discretionary expenditures and calculate your adjusted net income or your seller's discretionary earnings. Let me show you what I mean. So the spreadsheet, just so you know, is actually a worksheet I made with Excel, and it has 3 tabs at the bottom. One has a worksheet, and one has the multiples of valuation multiples for independent industries. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So like I mentioned before, your discretionary earnings are legitimate, or your discretionary expenditures are legitimate expenditures that actually benefit the seller or the owner of the business, and they're used to minimize your tax liability. These are all legitimate and it's legal. And these are items like the owner's salary, depreciation, amortization, auto expenses, travel expenditures, and items like that that are discretionary, which are added back into your net income so you can get a true value of your business. So let me just show you a quick sample with a tax return I'm going to use for an S corporation. This business is a nursing care facility. So it's a doctor, and as you can see, it's just a standard S corporation. And then this is the worksheet that I sent over to you. And like I said, the first page is the instructions, and you have the valuation worksheet, and you have a tab with the industry multiples. Okay, so let's fill out the worksheet first. So, and the worksheet is really simple. Like I said, you enter your annual revenue, your cost of goods, and your expenses, and then you get your annual net income. So to pull that from your return, box 1C here is your gross sales, or box 1A actually. There's no cost of goods in this business because obviously it's a service business. And you get your gross profit of $987,000. And then your overall expenditures or your deductions are box number 20 here for $725 and change here. So if I go back to the screen here, the valuation worksheet, you can see the revenue, expenses, and then the annual net income as stated on the tax return. So you see this 261,829 will match box 21 in your tax return. On this first page of your tax return, you also have other discretionary items like item 7, which is the compensation to the officers, item 13 and 14, which are depreciation and interest, and item 17 here, which is the pension plan set up for the sellers or the owners. So these items are also going to be listed on your worksheet here on column B number 2 here, and depreciation just below that, and also the pension plan I put under other here on number 26. So now let me show you where you get the rest of the discretionary items. As you can see here at number 19 is an aggregate number of some other deductions that are going to be in an attachment on statement 1 here that your CPA or tax preparer prepared for you. So I want to get to that in just a second. On this document statement, your compensation of the officers, it's a husband and wife, and they work together, and the wife is the doctor, and she made $142, $154 in salary, and then the husband got $33,000 here. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the 142 as the main owner's salary, because we're only going to deduct one salary, as the other person won't be. You need to rehire that person. So only one salary is added back into your discretionary earnings. So as you can see, we put that salary here as 142, 154. And then your owner's payroll tax should be calculated pretty automatically. And so we add that. It'll just populate it once you add in your owner's salary in cell B19 here. And now I want to show you the worksheet that comes along with the tax returns that itemize that other deductions. And these are the ones that are also going to be added back into your net income. Your auto and truck expense. This item for bank fraud, it's a one-time expense, so it goes back into your earnings as well. It's a non-recurring item. Continuing education expenses, dues and subscriptions, and gifts, and also travel expenses. These items here will be reflected also on the sample worksheet I'm going for you here. So once you put in all these add backs or discretionary items, you get a little total for you, the total adjustments plus your net profit. And so your net profit plus your all the add backs are going to sum up to $435,000 that this business made. So that is, this 435 is now your SDE, or your adjusted net earnings. And now what we do is you go to the multiples by industry, and because this is the medical business, you look under here, and we have medical businesses here, and they go from 1 to 3, from a low to a high of 1 to 3 multiple. Now, so here we put the 1 multiple and the 3 multiple, and it'll automatically calculate the business value. So this business is valued between $435,000 and $1.3 million. Now, why the high and low multiple? Well, that multiple is a standard industry multiple, which is dependent on the kind of business you're in. Also, that goes into that multiple are items like how long you've been in business. Is the business owner operated, or is it semi-absentee owner operated? Or do you have fully managed staff? Are your gross earnings over $5 million? All these little items will determine whether your multiple should be closer to 1 or closer to 3. And that's kind of where the experience comes in to selecting that multiple to use for the valuation. So this will give you a general idea of what your business is worth, this worksheet. And it's a good starting point for your discussions as to, or your decision as to whether or not to put your business on the market for sale. If you'd like for us to help you do a much more thorough examination of your books and a much more thorough valuation with respect to zeroing in on that industry multiple that we should use for your business, please give me a call and I can help you out with that. Again, thanks again for completing or downloading our worksheet. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact me at any time, and hopefully we can help you with the sale of your business. Have a great day.